So I really like. So now.
So I didn't actually intend to pick up anything from this collection, from the Hacker Project, because when I'd seen the show, most of the things that they showed, actually the only thing that I thought that I might get is the cap, which I did get. But when I saw the Spring Clones show from Balenciaga, I knew about the Hacker Project. I'd listened to the podcast, I knew that Gucci were reinterpreting Balenciaga's house codes. I knew that Balenciaga were interpreting Gucci's, like vice versa. And I was impressed by Gucci's, like I thought it was very interesting. But none of the pieces were like screaming out to me. And then when I saw Balenciaga's, I was like, I prefer these, but I didn't love the graffiti because they kind of wrote over each piece, like, this is not a Gucci bag. But I was still intrigued, like I said, I listened to the podcast to find out more information about it because I thought it was a really cool concept. Then I got an invite to the pre-shopping event. If you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen that I went somewhere one evening and I put on my story that I can't tell you because we weren't allowed to take any pictures or anything. So basically, I couldn't really say anything about it until the pieces had arrived. And even when we got to the Sloane Street store, they were like, you cannot take any pictures or videos. So I was like, damn it. Really, really exciting to see everything in real life. And then disaster struck because they had ready to wear, which wasn't in the show. And I was like, what? And of course it was stunning. So they had 4 pieces of ready to wear, 2 gilets, one in the like BB Gucci print. Well, no, they were both in the BB Gucci print, but one was beige, like brown, and one was black. So 2 puffers and 2 gilets, so 4 pieces of outerwear. And I tried it on, which was probably the first mistake was going to the shopping event. The second mistake was trying on the puffer jacket because I then purchased it. So I went to pick mine up last week, but unfortunately, so 2 pieces were ready, but the puffer wasn't. So then I had to go back another day to pick up the puffer, which is in this gold Balenciaga bag, which I think is some of their new packaging, and it's absolutely beautiful. So it's definitely an impulse purchase, the puffer, which I usually don't do because I like to think about things. I like to sleep on it. If it's a big purchase, I think about it for a long time before I invest or make that leap. But this was an impulse purchase. But I'm so glad I did it because it is stunning. Like let's get into it. I thought the way the cap was packaged was really funny because I'd never bought a cap that had come like this before, but obviously it makes sense to keep the peak in shape, especially while shipping and stuff like that. So it's stuffed, and then it has this band around the peak. So the caps came in 2 sizes, like a small, medium, and then like a large, or maybe just a small and a large. I can't remember now, but there was only 2 sizes. But they both had Velcro on the back anyway, so. So this is the piece that I was like, out of all the pieces, this is one I thought I would probably get. I absolutely love it. I don't really have a cap this shape. I have a lot of baseball caps, but none that are like this curved at the front and this kind of straight out. It's funny because when you look at it straight on, my eyebrows kind of like join into the cap. But yeah, that is the cap. Now the next piece is a bag, but I'm going to be honest with you. This is for my friend. They couldn't make it to the event and they live in a different country. So I said if I saw it, I would pick it up for them. So here we have the Duffel, and it's honestly iconic. This is probably I think this is the most iconic piece in the collection. So this is Balenciaga's take on a classic Gucci duffel. We have the Gucci's signature colours here, the green and the red, in the kind of woven band down the middle of the bag. So we then have the iconic Gucci print, but with 2 B's instead of G's. We also have the 2 gold B's at the top of the bag. Here we have the luggage tag and the keys. The keys in here are for the padlock for the zips, which can be found here. It also comes with a shoulder strap if you want to wear it over your shoulder. And then we have all the brown leather trimmings with the gold hardware. I'm not gonna lie, she is big. She is puffy, she is thick, she is incredible quality. Like, I was so taken back. So there was a men's version and a women's version. The women's version was cropped. So we have button fastening all the way down, and then a brown zip inside. And you have the Balenciaga unisex tag on the inside. We also have an inside zip, like concealed zip pocket here within the lining where I put the tag. Men's 48 in the puffer. It says made in Italy. It says do not wash, do not bleach, do not tumble dry, iron at a low heat, professional dry clean, mild process. What I thought was really interesting as well, it's kind of gathered, it's gathered at the bottom at the back. I assume that's for warmth, to kind of keep the shape like close to your body as well, because it is so large and poofy. The Hacker Project is a conceptual interpretation of Gucci's recognizable signatures as Balenciaga products. By presenting pieces that merge Gucci and Balenciaga house codes, the Hacker Project explores and questions the idea of authenticity, counterfeiting, and appropriation within the fashion industry. I just wanted to pick up some pieces from it because I thought it was an iconic moment within the fashion industry. I don't want to say collaboration because it's not. Like, Balenciaga had access to Gucci's like prints, patterns, codes, like all the iconic kind of things that make Gucci Gucci, and were able to like intertwine them and use them themselves, and the same the other way around. So it's not like Denma and Alessandro worked together to create these pieces, because that wasn't the case. And it's a nice twist on kind of 2 brands. I mean, collaborations are pretty like ran into the ground at the moment, and I think this was an interesting take on it, even though it's not a collaboration like we said, but it's 2 houses coming together to, you know, create something new. So yeah, like a little piece of fashion history. So yeah, it's very interesting. and very expensive.
Just trying to think of places that I can actually wear this to. Can I wear it to a food shop? Possibly. It's cold now, so I can wear it anywhere, I guess.